Today I'm discussing 5 reasons why I'm no longer buying physical silver and maybe why you should stop too. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Stormy here. Today I wanted to discuss with you the 5 reasons why I am no longer stacking physical silver. Now, ever since I started this channel about 3 years ago, silver and gold were 2 metals that I was stacking consistently. However, silver was something that I was buying a lot more of. But over the last couple of years, not only has my tastes changed to buying gold, but the other thing too is there are 5 reasons why I am no longer stacking physical silver. That doesn't mean that I am no longer buying it. I am buying the occasional silver pieces from time to time, such as this dog, I can't pronounce this damn thing, but this shield coin from Korea. This is another like shield. I've got this thing here. I've got a couple things back there, over there. Wait, right there. Boom. Okay, there we go. You know, this thing here. There are some silver coins that I am buying. However, there's a reason why I'm no longer stacking silver. First and foremost, the main reason that I'm not stacking silver, and some people think this is a stupid reason, but to me it makes a whole lot of sense, is the weight of silver. Silver is a very cumbersome metal when you stack it in bulk. When you start accumulating a lot of ounces in silver, 500 ounces, 1,000 ounces, 2,000 ounces. When you start accumulating that much silver, it is significant in weight. Now, why is this a problem? If you have to get out of Dodge quickly, if there's some sort of natural disaster and you have to leave your home and you've got a lot of physical silver, you do not have the luxury of making a lot of trips in and out of your house to get a hold of all of the silver that you're going to be taking with you. Now, the second reason going alongside of the weight factor is the space. It takes up a lot of space. If you start accumulating significant amounts of silver, you're going to realize that storage becomes a problem. You cannot pack as much wealth into silver as you can with these gold coins. The weight and the space are 2 major factors. Now, the third reason that's not so much a preference, it's something more along the lines of the investing aspect of silver. The third reason is that silver is very volatile. Now, this isn't news to many of you. You look at the spot prices on a daily basis and you'll see that silver can fluctuate quite a bit, just like the stock market. I would rather have my money go to work for me in the stock market when the entire premise, the entire purpose of those publicly traded companies is to actually make profits and to make me money. I realize that physical silver is not really an investment. It's not meant to be physically traded like stocks are. However, I do view physical silver more as a flipping metal, which I'll get to in just a little bit. But in terms of like a long-term hold, I want to show you the 30-year chart of silver. And this has got me thinking. This is something that I really think that you guys should actually start considering when you are buying silver in bulk. If you look at the years of 2010 to 2013, you were looking at spot prices anywhere between $30 to almost $50 per ounce. That being said, imagine the people that bought in bulk due to fear of missing out, FOMO, bought in bulk during those 3 years, and they are sitting on this silver where they've lost at least half, if not more, in value. If you look at the old spot prices of silver, you see that it was below $10 an ounce. And just recently, we just broke through the $20 floor that we all thought was established, and we were down into the mid $18 range, a level that many people didn't think that we would see ever again. In fact, there's so many experts within the stacking community who are constantly saying that silver is undervalued and that it should be triple-digit silver and that we're going to be hitting $50 silver. I mean, if you pay close attention, I mean, you're going to hear this stuff repeated on so many different channels within the YouTube stacking community. Oftentimes, these predictions don't come true. And when those predictions do come true, a lot of those people say, see, I told you so. I said we were going to hit $40 silver, etc. It's nonsense. So you really do have to think long and hard about what it is that you want to get out of silver. And imagine the people that bought silver and bought in bulk from 2010 to 2013 or 14 and at paying $30 to $40, $50 an ounce. And now here they are 10 years later and we're at like $18 to $20 an ounce silver. I don't want to be in one of those situations where here I am from the year 2017. I'm buying silver all between the $15 to $22 spot range. So I figure my cost average is around $18 in terms of spot. My ounce average is a lot more, but that's a different story. But when we're talking about the spot prices, I've been buying around the $17, $18 range. And here I am, 5 years later, and I'm still in that same range. So obviously, everything is pretty much flat for me. It depends on when you got into stacking. But now let's say I continually buy silver over the next 20 years, up until the age of retirement. There's a lot of people, like I said, who thought that silver would never go below $20. And here we are. We're above $20 now at the time of the recording of this video. However, we were just a few days ago in the low $18, mid $18 range. So chances could be very well that 20 years from now, I've been purchasing silver. Let's pretend I've been buying silver all along. And 20 years from now, what's to say that we don't go sub 10, right? What's to say we don't go to $5 an ounce silver? A lot of people will say that will never happen. But again, I want to point out that a lot of experts said we would never go below $20 an ounce. And we just saw that we went below $20 an ounce. So I want you to keep in mind, a lot of people say this is a long-term play. Keep in mind that long-term play that a lot of people like to say that the spot prices are going to gradually work their way up in an upwards trajectory. It's not exactly true, and it could go the other way. You could, in fact, find yourself in a situation where you're upside down on the investment and you're left with a whole pile of shit. In a sense, those are my third and fourth reasons. The fact that silver is very volatile, and for the fact that silver can end up really burning you in the long run depending on where spot prices go. Now, that could happen with anything. That could happen with your 401k, your 403b. That could happen with any sort of investment vehicle that you get into. I totally understand that. But I would rather, like I said, put my money into an investment like stocks. Now, again, silver is like one of those things. People say it's an investment. Other people say that it's not an investment. I think it's kind of a combination between the two. I think that people are kidding themselves when they say silver is not an investment. It's like a long-term holding. I think that's a bunch of BS because they all say that the value is going to go up as the dollar weakens. The value is going to go up in silver. And the point I like to say to them is eventually you're going to sell. That's the whole purpose of you getting into precious metals. That's the whole point of you buying silver and gold. A lot of people say, no, it's not. I'm hanging on to it as an insurance policy. Okay, if you say so. But the purpose is to preserve your wealth, correct? So eventually, you're going to exit. You're going to sell. And your hopes is that the silver that you bought low is now worth more. That's an investment. You're buying at a low, you're buying low and you're selling high. That's the whole purpose of investing. So silver, in a sense, yes, it could be like a long-term savings and an insurance policy for those preppers that are watching this video. But in terms of an investment, a lot of people are buying it and they say that they're going to buy low and then when it's high, they'll sell it. That's an investment. I don't care if it's 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Every single one of you that's looking to buy silver, eventually one day you're hoping to sell that for a profit. Am I right? You're not looking to sit on $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 of silver and just sit on it and hope that one day you'll sell it for the same price that you paid. That's ludicrous. You're hoping to cash out at some point. So in a way, it is an investment. But that's not the way that I would like to invest in my silver. In fact, I buy and sell this stuff frequently on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, also on my website, Empire Precious Metals. That to me is a much better way of That to me is a much better way of buying and selling silver. To me, that's the way to do it. Buying and selling the physical stuff. To me, it's a lot better. I get a better return on my investment, and that's the way that I'm going. Now, I do buy, like I said, occasionally I will buy physical silver like this coin, like this, like the high-end collectible stuff. But in terms of stacking, like your silver rounds and maple leafs and silver eagles, things like that, I'm no longer doing it. I think it's a waste of money when it comes to my long-term plans, but I digress. I want to share with you the fifth reason as to why I am no longer stacking silver, and I kind of already spoke about it before, is that I am basically stacking exclusively. I'm stacking gold. To me, silver was almost like that gateway, that entry point to get into precious metals, and eventually over time, my tastes have changed, and I've been buying gold. To me, it's a lot less volatile. It's a lot prettier to look at. It's a lot more coveted. Also see a lot of people always in the comments of my videos always saying that they want to be able to stack more gold, and should they buy a 10th ounce, should they buy a quarter ounce? I mean, people want to buy gold. It's just that it's more expensive. But for me, I'd rather stack my wealth into denser coins such as gold. And I just think that that is the better long-term play for me. Yes, it could also go down in value, much like silver can go down in value long-term. But that's a risk that I'm willing to take. Gold, like I said, is not as volatile. But those are the 5 reasons. So curious as to your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree with any of the things that I said in this video? Let me know in the comments down below. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.